What are your thoughts on the whole the cheating aspect, or the whole idea of men being the face of it, or women feeling like niggas ain't shit, and the whole niggas ain't shit, complaining and crying on social media? What are your thoughts on that part of it? Because my theory is, I feel like women have always been cheating to the same level of men. I've been alone in my thinking, because a lot of people don't agree with that sentiment, and and they feel like all niggas is dogs. But I really feel like since the beginning of the time, I really feel like women been cheating on the same level. It's just y'all hide behind y'all femininity, y'all playing stuff thoroughly, and we put pussy and the woman's anatomy on such a high pedestal that we overlook it, and we don't even care about certain parts of it. So I feel like y'all get a pass after y'all cry and be the victim. Y'all get a pass that y'all cheating a little different than men. You know what I mean? Like, we might call y'all a hoe and say, that bitch fucking a lot of niggas, yada yada. But we still gonna secretly, we're gonna hit double back and try to hit. You know what I mean? Because we put pussy on such a high pedestal. So I really feel like since the beginning of the time, women been cheating on the same level. It's just that now, with the savage trend and music and the city girls and Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B and all that, I really feel like the femininity of women is changing a little bit. They're becoming more aggressive. They pimping the niggas and shit. And so, what are your thoughts on that as a whole? I know it's a lot to unpack, but what are your thoughts on that as a whole? Do you feel like it's a case by case thing? Do you feel like, as far as like cheating goes, it's based on how it's done, or is that like a immediate deal breaker for you?
I feel like cheating, in my opinion, is based on how it's done. You know what I'm saying? I feel like cheating, it's been around for a long time, and I feel like, in my opinion, it started with men. And I know a lot of men, you know what I'm saying, upset with me, but it started with you motherfuckers. Y'all started the shit, because back in the day, you got to think about it. Women were what? We were home. Like, we were homebodies. We had to stay home with the kids. We had to cook. We had to clean. We didn't have a lot of women. You go talk to your nobody's great, but go talk to your great grandparents. The grandma probably never had a job a day in her life. Don't even know what it's like to work. Your grandma probably never had a job a day in her life. But the women didn't have jobs back then. They stay at home moms, cook, clean, stuff like that. So you got this man. He's making all the money. He's paying all the bills. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like men felt entitled to more pussy. Like, shit, I pay all the bills. I'm about to go do what I want to do in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And women put up with it, because it's like, okay, he can't. Well, how am I going to survive if this man leaves? You know what I'm saying? So women put up with the cheating. And then now it's to the point where it's like, listen, you're not getting ready to cheat, because nigga, I make more money than you. Like, you cheat, I'm like, it's a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? But some women, when they realize, and it ain't even on a money aspect. Some women, if a man cheats, you realize what you have, and it's like, you know what, it was a mistake. We can work through this. You know what I'm saying? But then there's situations where
it's who he cheated with and how he cheated.
It's who he cheated with. It's how he went about it too. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you telling me you at work and I find out this nigga really ain't been at work all, he's saying he worked 12, 14-hour shifts, but you only working 8. You've been cheating. Now it's like, when you come back, I can probably forgive you, but can I really believe that when you actually pulling these 14 hours, you really there 14 hours? Because now your mind's going to wonder. You know what I'm saying? But then y'all started it. Y'all started it because y'all felt like you were masculine. You were the authority figure. So it's like you felt entitled to cheat back in the day.
Yeah, entitled to more pussy.
It rolled down. But now it's like times are changing. Women are more masculine than some of you niggas. And it's like, you ain't cheating on these bitches. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not cheating on us. But yeah, y'all men started it. Point blank period.
I just feel like women are smarter at the planning of it. Like the thinking of how from beginning to end, the details, and as far as getting their friends on board and all that. And I think men, from a macho and ego standpoint, is like, what the fuck she gonna do to me if she do catch me? So it's more like it's false confidence. It's like, I don't want her to catch me because I like her, but I don't want the homies to know I really like her like that. So yeah. I'm scared as hell, but I'm fronting to the niggas like, whatever. She better not be doing nothing. And the whole time we out doing something, and I've never been the double standard type. Like I can cheat, but she can't. So I'm kind of like a minority in that aspect. A lot of men feel like, a lot of men can take cheating, but they can cheat, but they can't take it. And I ain't never been that type of person. My whole thing is I look at it as from an aspect. It's about, it ain't a gender thing for me. That's why I really feel like women been cheating just as much as men since the beginning of time, because it's a human thing. Greed, convenience, lust, and opportunity. I feel like that's what creates cheating. And the whole idea of monogamy is like a weird thing to me. I know it's good to be monogamous. It's good to like have a commitment, a relationship with commitment, monogamy, or whatever the case may be. I know it's dope to have a relationship with your discipline and controlling your flesh. But from an American standpoint and from how we live, it don't make sense because we ain't disciplined in those areas of greed. Like you think about it, you pull up to a drive-through, they got 2 for $5. You can get 2 sandwiches for $5. You know what I mean? You go buy shoes, you gonna want more than one pair. You got a closet full of them bitches. You go buy a car, you know what I mean? You gonna want one car this year, next year you gonna want another car. It's always new. America teach you new. You get the iPhone 11, iPhone 12 come out. You get the new LeBrons, the new KDs come out. You get the new KDs, the new Stephs come out. So you got so much plentiful options in all aspects of your life that you practice on not being disciplined about with your day-to-day life. Then you meet a bad chick. She smell good, look good, feel good, and you like her conversation, you like her vibe, she got a nice body. And you go inside her and you start developing a relationship, and the world tell you can only have one of her. She make you feel better. She make you feel better than them shoes you bought. She make you feel better than that sandwich you bought. She make you feel better than all those great things that you spend money on to look good for people. She make you feel better than all that. From an orgasm standpoint, from a feeling good about life standpoint, I got a trophy, whatever. And you can only get one of them. And then you go to Walmart and you go to the mall and you see a body that look better. And you see somebody that got a little better status, may have a little bit better money. Your thought is, I want to try that. That shit probably good like mine. And I'm not condoning it, but I'm saying from a logical standpoint, I'm going to want more than one of what I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? So that's the greed. And then the convenience is, shit, my woman don't know. How long can I get away with this? You know what I mean? The lust, the flesh, the lust, you know what I mean? She got a fat ass in my woman. Titties look a little prettier, skin, you know what I mean? Hair a little longer. Like, this going to feel like my woman feel. I'm excited. I'm excited to sneak over there. Opportunity. I'm sneaking. You gave me the opportunity because you went with the homegirls. I'm about to roll out and go get it. And so I think it's greed, lust, opportunity, and convenience. It has nothing to do with gender because women have that same greed, same lust, same opportunity. It's just that women are been overprotected. They've been raised a little different. So y'all have a different relationship with wanting the shining armor. Because y'all been taught it since a little kid to get that knight in shining armor, and everybody around you be guarding pussy, from your uncles to your family to your cousins to your friends. No, stay away from her. She's gonna wait till she gets married. Leave the pussy alone. Like everybody's like protecting the girl from dick, but men are not getting protected from pussy. Ain't nobody like, man, that's my little cousin. He got a bright future in basketball and rapping. Leave that dick alone. Ain't nobody saying that about boys, little boys. They like, take this money, get out my face. You know what I mean? So we got to figure out life on our own. We got to learn women and love and relationships on our own, like trial and error. Whereas women, they've been taught discipline. They've been taught to sacrifice and to hoard off lust and to ward off different dicks that getting thrown at them. So the how y'all been raised is a little different. And that's what creates the difference. But I don't think that it stopped women from wanting some bigger dicks or a sexier man, or they see this fine man in Walmart or that. I still think they still get excited. It's just that we show it more than y'all show it. You know what I mean? Like we see a fine girl in Walmart, we like, God damn, woo! Y'all see a fine guy in Walmart, you're like, damn, he look good over there to the left. 12 o'clock, girl. Don't look right now, my man. My man right there. My man right here. Don't look. 12 o'clock though, girl. He fine as hell. And see, y'all know, like y'all don't have to get super excited because y'all know that dick is gonna holler at y'all a little faster than pussy gonna holler at a man. So we feel like we gotta be overt because we don't get the action that y'all get as easy. You know what I mean? So from that aspect, I feel like that's the only difference. But I still feel like the numbers, it just makes sense because so many people holler at women during the day in a day's time that you would think or the logic would line up that women cheat or do stuff that ain't honorable more just as much as men. It's just that we're not confident enough to or like our ego and pride won't let us snoop or like be a detective on y'all as much as y'all are to us. You know what I mean? So what are your thoughts on that? I know there was a lot to unpack or whatever.
Oh God. I don't even know where to begin on that one, but with the whole, I don't care. Men, y'all started the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep going with that. Men, you started it. And the reason that I feel like men are so cocky, because back in the day, you know, women had to had an image to uphold as being pure, being, you get what I'm saying, feminine, and she couldn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? The man can go off and he can fuck 100 bitches. And we talking about back in the day. When I say back in the day, I'm talking about when there were emperors, kings, queens. You know, he can fuck 100 bitches, but let his wife fuck one nigga and he finds out, what do? He kills her. He can get rid of her ass. You know what I'm saying? He can easily be like, all right, I ain't got to deal with this bitch. So that's why I feel like men have that mentality where it's like, shit, if she cheat, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But women, we have the mentality of, okay, he got to cheat, and then he cheats, and then he cheats. And I'm always, I got to forgive. Because it's just, I feel like that's just history replaying itself. Like, that's where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? If women knew for a fact, like, I feel like if women back in the day knew for a fact, like, I can cheat, and my husband wouldn't do shit about it, and my life wouldn't be at risk, you know what I'm saying, with me cheating, yeah, we would have been cheaters too back then. We would have probably been, you know, just as great at this as y'all was. But that's just history replaying itself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's, and think about it now, like, a man cheats on a woman, we're more forgiving. Because that's what we've basically been taught to do, is forgive. Like, your man's gonna wrong your man, forgive. But let a nigga get cheated on. He had, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you done shot his dog. You done set his house on fire. You done fucking killed his mama. He can't forgive. You know, men are not as forgiving as females when it comes to the whole cheating thing. Because, and you can't handle it like we can. So that's why y'all head, y'all feel like, well, women are the best cheaters. Women are this. No, it's just that y'all are actually the cheaters. Y'all cheat more, but y'all just can't handle it. Y'all can't handle it.
Yeah, I just feel like that's not my job. Is not to worry about that, right? I really feel like women worry about being cheated on so much they birthed it into existence. Like, when I meet a chick, my I be thinking of, like, I'm a hopeless romantic, so I'm kind of like cheesy and corny in that aspect. Yeah, I be thinking of like fucking in Jamaica on the beach by the shore and shit. I be thinking of like grand shit because I'm gonna die one day. Like like that whole idea that I'm gonna die one day is scary to me, right? And so when I'm in a relationship, I treat a relationship like, I don't know, shit, I might be dead tomorrow. So if I got enough money, we're gonna go out, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna have fun, we probably travel, we're gonna go to tropical islands, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, you know what I mean? So I'm always on the go and always thinking of stuff. I don't be thinking like, is my woman sucking a dick or is she fucking somebody else? Now if it come up, I'm gonna deal with it and talk about it and decide if I'm gonna stay with her through the cheating or not. Yeah. But cheating is not a deal breaker to me because I'm not fixated on it in that way. I'm more fixated on me loving you the right way, being with chivalry, and me making sure that I do my best to the point where you remember me for the rest of your life. Even if you end up marrying somebody else or dating somebody else, in the back of your head, you're like, damn, Docs was good to me. And that's what give me a high. I'd rather focus on that than actually focusing on, is she a cheater or not? It's not my job to govern you and make sure you don't cheat on me. So I don't really get down like that. And I hate people that come in relationships and try to like boss their man into being being faithful. Because the whole thing, faithful, is based on the word faith. Like if you don't follow that person around all day, every day, all you got is the faith. You don't know if your man a good nigga or not. So all these women running around here, I got a good man finally. You don't know. He good right now. You know what I mean? And vice versa.
Right
You don't
now.
know if you got a good woman. And you don't know if you got a good woman or a good man. It's all based on faith. And it's all based on what he show you and tell you. He be living a double life. Not to say that all men and women are. But it's just the fact of it. You don't follow them everywhere. You know what I mean? So like that's why I don't get caught up in the cheating, and it ain't a deal breaker to me because you can't know 100% who you got in that area.
Yeah.
So I channel my focus in the shit I can control, which is how I treat, how I treat you, how I treat you. Yeah, man, how I treat you is my control. Like I can, how many bubble baths have I ran? How many times I've sent you, gave you a nice dinner, or took you out, or how many times I bought you some shoes or outfit? How many times I paid? How many times I took you on vacation? How many times we've been to the strip club or the club together, or what am I doing to advance your life as far as finances and credit and career and goals? Like, am I doing my part in that area? That's my focus. You know what I mean? Like I've caught plenty of chicks. Living by a male double standard. That's why I don't believe that it's a man is a face of cheating, because I've caught plenty of chicks like hollering at niggas in their phone and shit like that, and talking to different, men, and then acting like they faithful and being mad if it's done to them. You know what I mean? Having that whole double standard. So that's why I always looked at it as like, man, this whole shit is a big ass myth. It's about human. It's about greed, convenience, lust, and opportunity, and us having a discipline and having a relationship with being disciplined. And it's hard. You don't roll out of bed and have a good grasp on not being a cheater. It's some people that's good at being faithful, but for the most part, you got to work at it daily. Because women are getting more naked and more naked and more naked, and they get more prettier because they buying bodies now. They buying perfect bodies. Like, you can't compete with that. You can't compete with the fact that everybody got a nice ass and a nice stomach now, and they paying for it. Like, ain't no way around it. Like, everywhere you turn, there's a bad bitch somewhere with leggings on and no drawers, showing their camel toe. Like, shit. I won't horny, but I am now. Shit, you know what I mean?